Hey there guys, it's Rick Utzer here with AirgunWeb, and we're doing our next episode of our deep dive in the BSA Ultra SE, 22 caliber, 12 foot-pound gun. Before I get started, definitely want to say thank you to the folks that bring in the BSA. Thank you so much for letting me do this video and for really hooking us up with all this gear. Also Hawke, Phone Scope, and everybody else that's contributed to this series. So what are we doing today? Well, we've had this for 7-8 months now. Maybe 9 months. I have to go back and kind of look at the calendar, but we've had this for a while, and we've gone through step by step by step. We took shot count, power, all kinds of different pellets, the big box pellets, boutique pellets, hollow point pellets. We just have run this thing through the ringer, which is the whole point of a deep dive. We've been shooting this for, when we're done, it would have been a full year we've spent with this gun. Now, that's pretty awesome to take one gun and just run it through a whole year of shooting. That really is a testimony to the gun. It's a great rifle. Super quiet, very accurate. Yes, it's not very powerful, but it has everything you need to get the job done, even with small game hunting, and that's where we're at right now. So the last video we did, we tested a ton of different pellets. Don't know how many we tested. Maybe was it like 12 pellets, 12 different pellets, to see which lethal pellet was going to give me the best accuracy at range. I want to take this out hunting. That's the whole goal. And all said and done, we had some pretty decent good pellets. The Hades shot really well. The Hornet shot well. The Terminator shot okay. But I really liked the way the Barracuda Hunter Extremes were hitting for me. Now, they didn't give me that tiny little group, but they were very consistent. I mean, you didn't have this weird flyer thing going. They were just all hitting in right around the same spot. The other thing I really liked about them is that compared to like the 1813s, like if I'm shooting target, I'm gonna shoot the 1813s out of this. There's no difference in the point of impact between the 1813s and the Barracuda Hunter Extremes. Don't know how that works, don't care. I just know that at 50 yards, if I put my crosshairs right on the center of the target with the 1813s, I'll hit it. If I switch to the Barracuda Hunter Extremes, I hit it. So I don't have to change my scope. For me, that was like the kind of thing that put me over the edge to use the Barracuda Hunter Extremes. Now, the next thing I got to do is I got to figure out my hold over, hold under at different ranges, because not every shot's going to be perfectly 50 yards. Probably going to have some a little closer, probably going to have some, maybe have some a little farther. Am I going to be able to be accurate at those different various ranges? Well, that's really what we're testing today. I'm using the Hawke First Focal Plane Sidewinder. This is their brand new scope, and it's awesome. So when you're looking through this, the thing with First Focal Plane and why I like it for hunting, as you change your magnification, the reticle comes with you. So if you're 2 mils high, holdover at a particular range, and you're at 4 power, and you crank it all the way to 16 power, you're still 2 mils over. And for me, that's awesome. When I'm out hunting different ranges, I don't want to have to think, all right, I'm at 4 power, that's 2, oh, well, I got to change to 8 power, 6 power, I don't have to think about any of that stuff. I just want to be able to put the crosshairs on my target and be able to take my shot. And that's what the First Focal Plane does for hunters. Now, are there times where a second focal plane is better? Yeah, I really like the second focal plane for fixed distance bench rest shooting. Or, you know, you're at a stand and you're always going to be 50 yards or always going to be 200 yards, or whatever it is. If you're not having to deal with changing your magnification or your distances, you just know where you're shooting, then actually the second focal plane can be great, because as you zoom in, the reticle actually stays put, which means your mil spacing shrinks. So you have these more precise aim points as you zoom in. Anyway, enough on that. Let's talk about how I did on our little range here. So I set up 3 knockdown targets, 25 yards, 33 yards, 50 yards, and then I just have a steel target at about 67 yards. So at 25 yards, took a couple shots dead center and was way over it. Took me a little bit to actually find where I was hitting, and I actually have to aim way under. So at 25 yards, my hold under was like 2 full mils, and I needed to hold a little bit left. Now, why I'm sort of on at 50 and off up close, I'm not quite sure. Maybe I don't have my scope mounted perfectly. The thing is that I can work around that. If I know what I need to do at these ranges, then I can make those adjustments in the field and hit my target. So at 25 yards, once we got it dialed in, it was bang, 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 all day long, no problem. So now we're gonna go out to 33 yards. And frankly, I thought I would be close enough at 33 yards, just aim center and still hit, but no, I'm still shooting way over. So if like at 25 yards, I'm having to hold under like 2 full mils, at 33 yards, I'm having to hold under about 1 mil. So you could see in the phone scope footage where I'm having to aim, again, I'm a little bit right. So I was aiming a little bit left and just finding that sweet spot. And once you find it, it's very repeatable. I mean, it's just one after another, and you can drop that target every single time. So when we get to 50 yards, I should be able to aim dead nuts center and hit my target. And for whatever reason, and we watched the wind, of course, kick up, and at this power level, any sort of environmental change like that is gonna cause a shift in your point of impact. I was able to actually see what was going on though, and make that adjustment. And with that adjustment, just go plink, plink, plink at 50 yards, drive it into the kill zone every single time. For me, that's awesome. I love being able to just do that, clink. And with these cool knockdown targets, you just pull a string, pops it back up, and you're back to shooting your targets again. So it's a great way to practice. These things are so much fun, these knockdown targets, by the way. If you don't have some for your backyard, pick some up, they're super cool. So, and it lets you really practice that hunting technique. You can change your ranges and angles and really know, would that have been a decent kill shot? That's pretty awesome. So I did step it out beyond 50 yards, that 67-ish yard mark, and it just sort of fell apart. I mean, I did sort of find eventually where I was hitting, but it really wasn't with consistency. I personally, if I'm hunting specifically for, you know, going out to hunt to take game on, you know, that isn't pest abatement, let's just say, but I'm going to hunt, maybe I'm going to take a rabbit and I'm going to have that for dinner or whatever. I want to make a clean kill, and I just couldn't, personally, I can't make that happen beyond 50 yards. 50 yards I'm pretty confident, but we step out from there, and as you can see in the footage, it just sort of goes everywhere. Now, would another pellet do differently? I don't know. We could certainly try it, but I think we've really sort of wrung out as much range and accuracy as we can with this 50 yards to just keep them all in that kill zone and be able to do so consistently. For me, that is good enough for me. I'm very happy with that. Well, guys, that's going to be it for now. I'm looking forward to doing our next batch of videos, a couple hunting videos. How those work out, not quite sure yet, but I am excited to get this out into the field and do a little small game hunting. I'm very impressed with this little guy. Just very impressed. I hope you guys have enjoyed this deep dive series. We got 2 more videos after this, so stay with us as we kind of finish strong with these hunting videos. And again, thanks to BSA and everybody that's really helped make this happen. Guys, that's it for now. My name is Rick Usler. Thanks for watching.